Yo. What's up? This is your man, Thetch the Great, checking in once again. Let's get straight to it, man. Tonight, let's talk about women, man. Let's talk about how women always find a way to be dishonest with each other. They always lie to each other. And I have a good video that I want to share with y'all tonight. Just to provide reference for this. I believe it's from I think it's Fresh and Fit. I don't know if y'all ever seen that podcast. I don't know. My opinion about that podcast as a whole is hit and miss. Sometimes I think they have some interesting segments that could definitely do a good job of showing female nature and also just the overall intersectional dynamics between men and women. Sometimes, I would say more so, sometimes Myron hits the nail on the head. Fresh doesn't really add too much at all on that particular podcast. But they have a segment I've seen it a few times where sometimes one of their people in the chat will request for the panel of ladies, should I say, to rate each other. And a lot of truth about women is generally always revealed in those segments. And that's what I wanted to share tonight. So I'm going to play that video. Give me 1 second here. Going to play this video, and I want y'all to share it with me. And or should I say, I want y'all to react to it with me. I haven't watched it yet. I wanted to wait till I actually hopped on my stream to watch it in real time. And we're going to digest this together. I just want to see what y'all think about this. So give me 1 second. I'm going to pull this up. Let's go ahead and get this shit kicked off. Let me know what y'all think. This is just going to show you how much women lie to each other. Just watch this. They're supposed to rate each other and also tell each other what they're supposed to rate each other and also tell the girl next to them what they could improve upon or something of that nature. But let's just check it out. I'm gonna play it right now. Let me know what y'all think.
Hopeflation. Ladies, rate the girl next to you and what things she can improve on. Okay, we can do this one.
Ladies lie to each other. Women lie to each other.
With the nurse.
No.
This is proof.
So I want you to rate the girl to your left. 1 out of 10. 10 is assuming she's
a model,
Sports Illustrated model.
Yeah.
So let's be honest, nobody here is on Sports Illustrated. So 10 is perfect. So it's unattainable pretty much. So,
and I want y'all to tell me your thoughts as well. I want y'all to rate these women too while we go through it.
Rate her 1 to 10. And then one thing she could improve on. Go ahead.
I think she's like 8.
8?
Oh, 5 is average, by the way. Just so you guys know, for a barometer. 5 is average. So an 8 is like really fucking hot, man.
Bitch, please.
Yeah, it's like
damn near perfect.
Like turn your head when you walk down the street.
Like a
model.
model.
He was an 8.
Victoria's Secret level, 8, 9. 5 is average.
So go ahead.
So go ahead.
Why are you trying to make her give a lower number?
No, he's just saying like, you know.
Ain't no
I'm just literally saying numerically what it is.
Said she was an 8.
That's not good.
I mean, yeah, you're right though.
I know.
I mean, he was being nice, so and you get pressing them.
I got brothers. I know.
That was easy.
What was the rate right there in the
I'm not saying you're average, but I'm saying there's nothing wrong with being average.
She's pretty average.
What is her?
I give her a
Yeah, what's her rating? 1 to 10.
I'll say 8.
Okay, and then what can she improve on?
Everything is good. Probably if she like next time if she goes somewhere like to the club, she just dresses up. That's all. This is casual season. You know?
So she's
work outfit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dress up more.
Yeah.
Wait, you said work outfit?
Like if she was.
It's kind of a weak critique.
Fellas,
Should we make her another one? That's fine.
Yeah, we'll give her a break.
Yeah. All right. What about you now? Rate the girl to your left.
in the black.
I think she's a 10. She's a baddie.
10
Nothing
can't be
needs to
used.
change. Who said?
That was
So it's 1
10
through
is-
9 or 1 through
perfect.
10?
10.
What is the
way
rating
perfect.
number?
1 out
She
of
is
10.
perfect in my eyes. I don't think she needs to change anything. She's gorgeous.
Okay, we need.
I
hold on.
stand on what I
critique.
say.
New rule: you can't use.
Fellas, why do women have such a hard time with just telling each other the damn truth? The whole object of this exercise, before we continue, the whole object of the exercise was to rate the woman next to you and tell her something that she could improve upon. That's the whole premise here. So let's continue. Keep that in mind.
It's 10 then.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
All right, then she's a 9. She could flat iron her hair.
Flat.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah,
there we
okay,
go.
here.
All right, there we go. Wait, do white girls even flat iron?
Come here, bro.
Yeah, what the
She won't
fuck?
need to.
Yes, it's a little frizzy.
That's the point. She looked
Bro.
good already.
Fly,
Bro,
man.
that's some nigga shit.
Yeah, I know.
That's
Wait,
I'm thinking like, hold on.
Wait, I was like,
That
why
is
white girls don't do that?
Yeah.
Yes, they do.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Where?
Does she
Everywhere,
probably flat
every
iron her
day.
hair? Every day.
Why wouldn't she?
Every
Except for today.
Extensions or your hair?
Baby
My
hair.
It gets frizzled in the morning.
Yeah, it gets a little.
Frizzy
puffy.
up
Well, she's from Orlando. She's not used to this
The heat?
humidity.
Yeah, humidity. Okay.
All right. What about you? Or no, sorry. Right here to your left.
1 out of 10.
Hold on.
And one
Hold up.
critique.
Girl in the black hair right here over here on the left is actually attractive. She's actually, I give her about a strong 7. Girl right here in the middle, me personally, she's about a 5. What y'all think? About a 5, I'd say. Not ugly, but pretty average for the most part.
Keep it real.
I would say a 9. Like I really like her like
A 9.
Okay.
face in your eyes.
One
whatever.
critique.
Really, nigga?
I don't know. I
You
have no
got
idea
it.
what to say.
Go ahead.
Come on, man.
Tell her.
Give it to me.
Give it to her raw. Hard.
Wow.
Fast. Pause.
I don't know.
What did she say?
Come on, man. You can do this. One critique.
As OnlyFans associate,
Yes.
that's what she needs to work on.
Go ahead.
Bro, she's a
You're not gonna
5.
hurt my feelings.
She's a
I need to
5.
help
Just
you.
keep it a stack.
I don't know. Maybe different like style eyelashes or something.
Okay.
Like,
Yep. That works.
All right.
Like,
I've had them on for a week.
right.
for real.
Oh,
All
Lord.
right.
like the
What
only
about
thing.
now you rate her?
All women do is lie to each other.
She's beautiful. She's a 9.
9.
Here we go.
All right, one critique.
All they do is lie to each other. That's
Go
all they
crazy.
do.
It's not gonna hurt my feelings.
You're gorgeous.
Oh,
Yeah, you're
thank
gorgeous.
You're gorgeous.
No, wear your hair down.
It is down.
No, it's not.
Part yours down. It's
That was
literally down.
weak, man, but okay.
No,
No, it's
how was that weak? No, you look beautiful with it like that, but I think that if you wore it down,
You're killing. I don't know what you
Okay.
want.
should have done it.
What about her?
I think she's an 8. I love your outfit. I would have just added a
Really,
little,
nigga?
a little blush. How's it?
Yeah, I gotta ban your bitch ass, man.
Like makeup blush?
Gotta ban you, buddy.
Hit the corners right there.
Gotta
Make it
ban your
pop.
bitch ass.
But obviously,
Nathan.
I like blush, so we already see that.
All right.
And
Okay,
then
what
her?
about you? You rate her?
I would say an 8 as well.
Okay, I'm gone, bro.
Fellas, why do women have such a hard time with just keeping it a buck with each other? There's not a woman at that table that's higher than maybe a 6 or a 7. I would say the only chick that was attractive is the one in the corner over there with the black hair. The rest of them are all extremely average, but every single one of these women have told each other that they are no less than an 8. Do y'all know what an 8 looks like in real life? An 8 is an absolutely beautiful woman. Beautiful. You're approaching absolute supermodel status when you get into the 8s. Come on, give me a break. Women have a hard time actually keeping it up because they don't like confrontation. But let's finish the exercise.
It's work.
Retard alert.
Please.
It would
It would be more interesting for you to go around the table, maybe tell us, because women are not. First of all, we're all
Exactly.
girls are not gonna bring each other down.
And I
you
think
know?
everybody here is
We all, I think we all look gorgeous.
All that.
All
All that.
Do you want to tell us what you think needs to be right?
Right.
9. Bro, I was hoping she would be.
Retard.
Everyone get 8. God damn.
All right, you got to increase the volume on that one.
No girls be honest in this panel.
All right.
Can we rate you?
How about you? How about you tell
Can
us?
we rate you?
Oh,
Yeah.
Fine.
I'll give you the chance to rate us in a second. All right. Well, what's one thing she could improve? That
I would say
She ate food
we
for real.
could have curled your hair
curl her hair.
and give her that
That's all she can
volume
prove
with
apart.
the longness.
Mm.
I feel like
That
it would have
would
given
be
Now you now you can rate her.
1 out of 10.
Yeah, because now she needs somebody.
This is sad.
Like a 7.
7. All
Thank
Thank
right.
you for being honest.
I would.
Ish.
And what would you improve
7, bro.
for her?
Probably a different wig.
Okay.
How about not wearing a wig
Yeah.
at all? How about
Different
that?
lace. Okay. All right. Now, what you guys are waiting for? We'll start here and let you guys rate us. Go ahead. Who did you want to rate?
Wait, do I go in order?
Oh,
No, you know what?
Whatever you want. I mean, it
Them
seems
niggas
like
to the back.
you, look like you wanted to roast Chris, but that's fine. Whoever you want to rate.
That nigga in the back
I'm
too.
not a roaster.
Okay.
Give my
Well,
honest opinion.
sure. Whoever you want to rate first, you can rate however you want.
The
You can rate the
one-
whole team,
that
one of us,
guy?
all of us.
That guy right there.
Which one? This nigga?
The guy in the
Chris.
back.
Oh, Mo? Or
No.
Bills.
Then the one that was just on camera.
Put that in the
Chris?
bag.
There you go.
Oh, Chris? Okay.
I'm gonna give you, if 10 is a perfect and 5 is average, I'm gonna give you a 3 because you're not my type.
Are we going
supposed to be like, are we
strictly
basically-
on
Yeah.
All right. What's one thing I can improve on?
And you can improve on your weight.
Yeah, you're right.
That's ironic.
I know you ain't talking.
That's ironic in that bit.
Tomorrow you want a roast? You eat roast.
Okay.
Come on, shake my weight. Come on, guys, man. You only have one job as female, man, to look good, bro.
That's a fact.
And I do.
If only that was our only
I
job.
thought I was like, wait, that's our only
If
job.
only that was all we could do.
I wish.
What do you think this is?
Look sexy.
Oh my God.
If only.
Wouldn't that be right back at you though? If we're still saying like
That was so feminist.
it's two
Hey,
sections
listen,
are trying
you
to
know-
like.
Very feminist. Narcissistic
Hey,
comment.
listen, man. I still fuck, man. That's all that matters, man.
You said what?
He said he still fucks.
All right, let's fast forward.
Hey, he'll
Can we see them?
hit though.
I
Yo, I promise you, Chris. Yo.
Said he-
Get her, nigga.
I did, fresh. You deaf?
It's gonna be a little bit better.
How dare you?
Yo, she said she gave like the parameters to give that nigga away. 5 and 9, bitch. You're a 3 because you're not my type, nigga. What the fuck?
Okay, I guess I'll just go ahead and go next.
She gave the parameters to give that nigga way less.
I think we're on this one for a little bit.
She want to make sure. She want to make sure 5 is average is like Chris below that. And then she said he can't lose weight. What the fuck, bro?
Oh, man.
That's funny.
I don't think Chris is ugly.
Sorry.
It's always
Who's
the
that?
losers
Yeah.
with no pictures
Not.
that are
Chris
talking.
is not ugly.
It's
Wait,
great.
is this rating Chris then?
Shit, great.
Yeah, we're all rating
Sure.
Chris.
Why me?
Get Chris.
I thought we were
Look.
rating everyone.
Yeah. You look. This will we'll open it,
are?
ladies.
Because I only rated.
So look, because that was funny as hell.
All right.
You guys can rate whoever you want. If you want to rate all of us, you can. If you want to rate some of us, you can. It's totally up to you. Go ahead and get your revenge, whatever y'all want. So, anyone else you want to rate a 3 besides Chris?
Revenge is
No,
crazy.
I'm good. That's the only person I want
I
to
knew it. Nigga said she eats roast.
So I want to roast you.
That was funny, Chris. I ain't gonna lie.
That was
All
fine. I'm going to eat you on the girls
All
today,
right,
bro.
man. All right, go ahead. Your turn. You can rate whoever.
Me?
That was some entertainment right there, bro.
Okay. I would say that if 5 is average, every guy in here is average.
Okay.
All
I
right.
would give you
Cheers.
a 7.
Okay.
Samo, it's hit and miss, man. It's hit and miss. Sometimes the podcast Fresh and Fit's all right. It's okay. Myron sometimes has some insightful things that he says, but a lot of times he's on some like self-hating type shit. Sometimes he sounds like a loser, but sometimes they have some good exercises like this where you can see the real intersectional dynamics between men and women, and also just how much women lie to each other. And that's why I wanted to show y'all this. Just how much women will lie to each other just to avoid conflict. They'll just lie to each other, call each other 8s, 9s, and 10s, dumb shit like that. But right now they're supposed to be rating the dude, so I let this play out. But then we're gonna get to a real conversation.
And I would give the
I'm a
two
little above
back
average.
there
Just 3.
a 6, a little bit above average for their energy and aura.
Mm-hmm.
All right, who got the
And
most
maybe
aura in
you
the
too.
back?
What I do?
Yeah, you a little bit. 6.5.
I don't think this is
You get that
topic
little-
at all,
Give me a
Rondo.
judge.
Okay.
Let's talk about this. I think
All right, what's
more
fresh?
so, I think this more so than anything just shows the real dynamics of women. Once they get into a group, they get that hive mentality, and they don't want to offend each other, so they just start lying to each other. Oh, I think she's beautiful. Only thing you could improve upon, maybe just change your hair. When in actuality, a bitch might be 40, 50 pounds overweight, might have a face full of caked up makeup, bad wing eyelashes, long ghetto fingernails, and yet you're telling me the only thing that woman can improve upon is maybe change her hairstyle. This is the idiotic approach that women take to interacting with each other, and it just, I don't know. I just wanted to put this out on Front Street. Like I said, sometimes Fresh and Fit has some useful exercises like this that just show you the way females interact with each other. But let's keep going.
Hate on the big boys.
Oh, he's a 6. I mean a 5. A 5.
Oh, that.
Yeah,
Wait, you
he's
trying to say fresh
average.
average?
He's not ugly. Listen, I could have said a 3 like her, but I didn't. He's not under average.
Say what you want to say, bro. Like, we don't get offended.
But that's my thing, and that's what I'm trying to tell y'all about how we were with them. Like y'all, nobody in here is ugly now. You feel me?
I mean, ugly or ugly?
Hey, man.
Nobody in here is ugly.
Everybody
in here, they look like they, you feel me, take care of themselves, and their energy is not negative. So,
all right,
they could all be.
Energy goes a long way.
All right.
Exactly.
Energy goes a long way.
Exactly.
Vibe.
Okay.
Exactly.
What about you? Rate whoever you want or whoever you don't want.
There we go.
It's your revenge.
I don't need to get revenge on you.
Yeah, we didn't go hard enough then.
Right. This isn't as good of answer.
I mean, like, if we're talking about like my type, I would say generally everyone in here is like average looking. I'd say aside from when you open your mouth sometimes, and then
I barely talked this show.
No, you've talked enough.
Yeah, I you could have been more than 7 if you didn't.
You said enough, my nigga. You said enough, my nigga.
You could have been like 8 or 9.
Well, yeah, you could have been a 10, honestly, if you would have. The smile's on point.
There you go.
You're attractive. You got the beard.
That's the real rating.
But no, it's not. No, it's not, because I'm here on personality.
That's what I said.
Yeah, I'm
earlier.
here on energy. You can have the flyest nigga in the room, but if he talks like a damn fool, you ain't gonna want to fuck him.
Energy and vibe is important,
Which
Byron.
dries up the pussy real quick. Sorry.
What did I say that dried up the most?
Oh,
What y'all think about these 3 right here? I said really, as far as the most attractive in this entire group, the chick to the far left, obviously, she's an attractive girl. Chick in the middle looks a little bit washed out. I give her about a 5. Chick to the right, she's cool. But the thing is, if I'm not mistaken, every single one of them rated each other at least an 8 to an 8.5 in this entire group. Now, as you get over to the where was it? Let's go back to the beginning of the exercise. Right about here. Even this bitch right here. Even this bitch right here said that she was an 8.
Was it a guy that drove the
Right
car?
here.
Yes.
Was he Chinese?
Come on now.
He looks like him.
Come on. Give me a break.
Amen.
Okay.
W racism, nigga.
Women will like
he was a chopstick, nigga. So that's the last time a guy made you cry, crashing into you?
Pretty much.
Okay, lovely. What about you?
What's going on here?
I can't think of any right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
You said they all look pretty good.
She can think of so. She just lost.
Yeah, I can't say.
You're tripping.
Okay. What about you?
Tripping, bro.
I was when my ex cheated on me.
What?
How'd you find out?
Cool.
Went through his phone.
Oh.
What'd you find?
There was a group chat, and then there was a video of him waking like in a girl's bed.
This shit.
There was a video of him like sitting up and then turning around, and you could see like a girl's head.
Fuck it, man. What's going on tonight, man? Anything interesting going on in the world that I'm not aware of today? Because I have been extremely busy today. The whole point of that video, I just wanted to show you guys just how much women lie to each other. What do y'all think, man? The thing about men and women, as far as the differences between the two genders, is the fact that men in an exercise like that, where men are asked to give each other honest, constructive criticism, such as that right there. If that was a group of men and they would say, "Hey, look at the guy next to you," and not that men would actually, most heterosexual men would probably be too hesitant to do something like that. But if let's say it's an exercise where a group of heterosexual men were in a group and they say you got to rate the guy next to you. No, even though men don't like rating each other, I get it. But they say, and also give him something that he can improve upon. In a group of men have absolutely no issue with just being absolutely honest with each other. We'll look at the guy. I look at the guy next to me. I say, "Oh, he's a fat fucker. He needs to lose about a good 40 to 50 pounds." And I also think he can do better as far as the way that he dresses, such and such and such. But in a group of women, such as you just saw in that video, women will look at each other, and instead of actually having to get into the nuts and bolts of the conversation, they will lie to each other. They will look at a girl who's obviously ugly as fuck, and they will tell her, "You know what? You are a queen. You are beautiful. You know what, girl? I think you're beautiful. I think you have amazing eyes. And I wouldn't change anything about you. I think you're a 9. Knowing good and damn well, this monstrosity has so many things that need to be improved upon, but a woman will not be honest with her fellow woman just to avoid conflict, just to avoid confrontation, when in actuality, by keeping it real with each other, in society, we could actually help each other ascend to the next level in our looks, in our finances, in all aspects of life. But the problem is that so many people these days are so scared to simply be honest with each other. And you know, we got this thing in America now where they say body positivity is the thing, right? But you know what? Body positivity is bullshit. Body positivity has fat fuckers that are morbidly obese walking around thinking that their body is beautiful, when in actuality, they are on the fucking brink of all kinds of ailments and death and all of this other shit, all because we have a society where we can't just be honest with them anymore. We can't be honest with anyone because you're going to get canceled, or you have to run the risk of possibly losing endorsements, or possibly losing your career, or someone possibly reporting you to, who knows. It's just crazy where we're at as a society right now, man. And I'm not saying that from like an elitist standpoint. I just don't understand how we got here, because body negativity has done far more for people than body positivity ever has. And I don't mean to go off on a tangent here, but sure enough, there's a lot of people out there that got to agree with me. When body negativity, you know why you don't find many fat people in China? And I know I've driven this point home in the past, but you know why you don't find many fat ass people in China? Well, it has to do with a few things. Obviously, their cuisine is heavy in rice and vegetables and things of that nature, but also it's due to the fact that China is heavily, they heavily lean into body negativity. You get absolutely roasted and excommunicated damn near for being a fat fucker in China. That's just what it is. You don't see many fat people in China, bro. It's just a fact. That's one of the things that I absolutely do agree with about their society. They outcast you for having no discipline in the way that you live your life. But in the United States of America, where excess and indulgence is advocated, we have by far the most obese country on the planet, because we have no fucking discipline as a country. You know, it's pathetic. And yet, on the flip side of that, let me read comments. I'm going off on a tangent. Hold on. Rondo, also their food isn't, let me put you on the screen, buddy. Also, their food isn't always got the best standards. That's true. Let's see what we got. Rondo, you said maybe self-improvement should be put above positivity, negativity. China and Japan, quite skinny, but also commit suicide. Can that be substantiated, Rondo? What makes you think that people in China or Japan self-delete themselves more often than people in, say, the United States of America? Well, in China, let's just keep it a stack. In China, those motherfuckers don't really have much choice. You can't even have but a certain number of kids in China. And if I want to say they allow you to have, let's see, I think the max, y'all correct me if I'm wrong, if you know better, if you know, but I want to say they put a max on how many children you can have in China. I want to say it's like 3. You can have 3 kids, I want to say, max. That's because the country is so overpopulated. We don't have that problem in the US because they let you go crazy here. You can have tons and tons of kids, and then you got all these mofos of all ethnicity groups and nationalities that don't take care of their kids. Don't y'all dare try to put that on black people. It's people of all races that don't take care of their kids. That's a problem that people have. Men create children with women, and the women, some of the women ain't shit either, and it's just a toxic cycle. You know, unfortunately, some people don't take care of their kids. I don't respect anyone who doesn't take care of the children that they create. Personally, I think that's pathetic in all aspects. Let's see. You can have as many kids as you like, but government will pay child support only one. That's not true. That's not true at all, Al. Where'd you get that from? You said they only make you pay child support for one. Where'd you get that from? What are you saying, buddy? That's not true at all. All right, Armando. Let's see. I missed you. You said, let's see. Not only that, the fast food is a cancer, and once you get it, it's hard to leave. Not forever. Not quite sure what you're trying to say there. Not sure what you're trying to say there, but I didn't mean to go off on a tangent strictly about the fast food part. I'm simply saying that in the U.S., especially in the current society, which a lot of people like to categorize as woke society, And I just hate the way that they completely misrepresented that entire word, because back maybe 10 years ago, the term woke meant something completely different than it does now. Now, woke is what people use to refer to things in society where people are just being extremely sensitive about, overly sensitive about every little thing. But woke actually used to mean something different. It actually used to have a positive connotation. And now that the term woke is obviously now in today's current lexicon, the term woke means something completely different. But in today's woke society, you can't be honest with anyone about the way that their body looks, because it'll be considered shaming, or it'll be considered being negative towards them. And you should uprise and you should uplift them. Everybody should embrace their body regardless of how it looks. And that idiotic, asinine mindset is what has America in the obese stupor that it's in right now. People don't care about how they look, and then if you try to advocate a healthy life of healthy living, eating clean, exercising, drinking tons of water, fasting when necessary, if you actually try to advocate a positive lifestyle, people look at you like you're the outlier. What happened to this country? We used to by far be the absolute best country, unquestionably, on the planet, and I still do believe that the United States is the best planet. The best country on the planet. I still believe that we're number one, and we still are in several metrics. But when it comes to food, when it comes to nutrition, we're far behind. We're far behind the leader in that aspect. You know, there's a lot of countries like the UK, for instance, even though the UK has their shortcomings as well. But the UK, their entire food system is completely different. A lot of stuff that we eat here, a lot of things that we manufacture, they don't even allow it over there. Everything has to be completely reconfigured and reconstructed, even from the same company over there. Same products, doesn't allow all of those additives, byproducts, food colorings. They don't allow that shit. Anyways, I'm getting off on a tangent, man. Let's see what y'all saying. New York. What about New York, Sharice? I don't understand what you're saying. Man, come on. Y'all gotta give me some full messages. Y'all just be writing one word. What am I supposed to do with that? I don't know what y'all saying. Bed rotting. The practice of spending many hours in bed during the... Oh, let me put you on the screen. Hold up. I got you, Janet. Bed rotting. The practice of spending many hours in bed during the day, often with snacks on an electronic device, as a voluntary retreat from activity. You hit the nail right on the fucking head. That is the problem. So many people, and I think obviously social media, obviously that's a big part of it. People just get caught in that old strolling. That strolling, they what do they call it? It's a name for it. It's not just strolling. It's somebody remind me. It's a name for that. I can't recall. What all people do is just stare at their damn screens all day. They're not being active. They're not actually living healthy lives, getting out, being active, and engaging in activity, actually feeding their brain, mentally stimulating themselves. Nobody's doing that anymore. They're just staring at their damn phones, or even worse, they're just sitting on the couch rotting away, like you stated there, Janet. Good comment. Doom scrolling. That's what it was. Thanks, Rondo. Doom scrolling. That's what they call it. Doom scrolling. People just staring at their screens all day. But that's I don't even think that's just an America thing. I think that's just a global thing now. That's just where the world is, unfortunately. Did you say all muscle, no vocab? Look at this moron here. Look at this fucking dunce. This imbecile. I have no vocabulary? Motherfucker, I got 2 degrees and I make more in a week than you most likely make in about 6 months. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. Ariok stomp, you little fuck boy. No vocabulary? I have an extremely vast vocabulary. Insane. Of all things you can say about me, not having a vocabulary is certainly not one of them. I literally went to the #1 high school in the nation. My senior year in high school, Stanton College Prep, you can check this. Stanton College Prep was rated the #1 high school in the entire nation from an academic standpoint. Best IB program in the entire country. I graduated with a 3.9 GPA from that school. You don't think I have a vocabulary? Morons. But let me proceed here. Let's see. Wait a minute. Tory Lanez is free? Are you? Hold on. Are you trolling me? Oh, you're calling me Tory Lanez, you motherfucker. You motherfucker. Nicholas. You motherfucker. You called me Tory Lanez. Here I am thinking that one of my favorite artists finally got released because he didn't do the shit. Because we know he didn't do that shit. And here you go trolling me. I'm not even gonna block you for that. That was funny. That was funny. You remind me of Michael B. Jordan. I don't really see how. I don't think me and Michael B. look the same. The only things that me and Michael B. Jordan probably have in common is the fact that we pull a lot of women. You know, good-looking black dudes that pull a lot of women. That's the only thing we got in common. You know. Your skull looks hella strong. Well, I do ingest a lot of calcium, so I'm sure that my cranial structure is probably quite strong. Thank you for that rather bizarre random comment. Let's see. Did somebody ask who is Tory Lanez? Rondo, have you been living under a rock, buddy? What's going on? What's going on? You okay? You been living under a rock, buddy? What's going on with you? 3.9 my ass. Okay. Well, let's see. Tom. You know what? Sometimes it's not even worth it responding to morons. Like, what sense do I have in lying? Like, I'm literally a senior financial analyst at a Fortune 50 company. I've been in the finance industry for 10 years. Before that, I was in the mortgage industry for 5 prior to that as a senior processor, then an underwriter, then I became a senior valuations analyst over there. Prior to that, I was in college where I graduated summa cum laude. Prior to that, yes, I graduated high school with a 3.9 GPA from Stanton College Prep. Why would I lie? Tom, how about you show me your transcript? You show me your transcript and I'll show you mine. How about that? Fucking moron. Let's see. Integrate times to response. Let's see. Rock is safe. I learn plant stuff and watch films. Much happier. That's funny. Some things don't deserve a response. I agree, Mike, but sometimes, like, I get it. People like to get online. They like to see who's streaming. And then people just troll for no apparent reason other than for the sake of trolling. I get it. That's a society that we live in. But I actually appreciate people that are actually, you know, down to have actual conversation about real shit. You know, people don't really converse anymore. Everybody is so, everybody wants, like, I guess that's just where culture has gotten at this point. You know, we have a lot of people who like to be keyboard warriors. People like to take advantage of the fact that there's no consequences for their actions because they can say things, they can be flagrant, they can say anything that they want to say, and generally there's no consequence unless I'm able to track your IP address, of course, and find you. But why would I go out of my way to do that? You know, why would I do that? It's not like I've done that before or anything. Wink, wink. Let's see. Where do you stand on Gaza? Damn, I can't talk about that on YouTube. You should know that, Drew. You should know I can't discuss Gaza on YouTube. Come on. I like where your head's at, though. That's definitely something important that definitely deserves to be talked about. Unfortunately, when it comes to things that are controversial, YouTube likes to censor. They like to demonetize, as I'm sure you're aware of. So I have to be kind of careful, even though I still like to keep it raw. I like to keep it, 100. Certain things I just can't really touch on stream, for instance. Let's see, who else we got here? Can you shout out my cousin? Well, let's put you on the screen. Let's see. Can you shout out Can you shout out to my cousin Staver Peel, please? Well, shout out to Staver Peel. Happy birthday. Cooper, I appreciate a good laugh. Let's talk. Oh man, y'all are really tripping. I can't say that. I'm just gonna put it on the screen. I can't say this shit. I can't say that. Can't say it, man. All right. Nobody likes when someone has it better than themselves. That's true. It's a lot of haters in this world. A lot of people don't like to see people doing better than them. Sometimes it's even the people that you keep around you in your circle. You got to be careful about that, because sometimes even with your so-called close friend groups, what you come to find out is that people love to see you succeed as long as you're not doing better than them. For instance, it was fine when you and your friend were on the same level, when y'all were in the same level as far as your income or your finances. But let's say you get a big break, you get a big promotion at work, and what you start noticing is that some people start showing their true colors, and you start realizing that, oh, you don't really have my best interest in mind. You like me to succeed. You like me to do well. You just don't want me to do too well. You don't want me to do better than you. You want to have that crab in a bucket mentality, and you want to pull me back down there into mediocrity with you. That's a problem. That's a problem. You got to get those motherfuckers from around you when you find that out. People will always ultimately reveal themselves as well. That's one thing you're just going to find out as you continue to live enough life. Everyone ultimately reveals themselves. No matter how covert they try to be, at the end of the day, you wait long enough, people will always reveal their true colors. Bro, you get, let's see. It says, why can't you discuss Gaza on YouTube? Oh, I see. Blazinga, thank you. You answered that. Yes, you will get shadow banned. You will get shadow banned. YouTube will make it where nobody can find your content. They'll demonetize you, bro. Like, YouTube doesn't want you talking about anything pertaining to that. They don't want you talking about, y'all know there's certain words I can't say. I would love to, I just can't. Like you said, YouTube wants no critical thought and is stopping important issues from being spoken about. Yes, very true. And here's the thing. I like to get into the nuts and bolts of it. I like to really get down into it and really discuss things that actually are relevant in the world. But unfortunately, as y'all know, for anybody who's been on TikTok, because I like to spit my ism over there too. I try to really spread messages that primarily, obviously, my goal is to help other men. I want to help other men become the optimal versions of themselves in all aspects of life. I'm 39. I've done a ton of living. I've done a ton of living in my fucking life. I've seen it all, done it all to the max. And I just want to help other men become the best versions of themselves. And just provide, just mindset calibration, motivation, shit like that. And I touch on a lot of different topics. And what I've come to find is that the realer I get, the more YouTube attempts to censor me or slap me on the wrist. And it's unfortunate because all the people who actually have a real tangible message of substance to push out to the world, that gets reprimanded. But then you go to TikTok and you see a ton, like literally you're scrolling down, you see stupid ass dance video after stupid ass dance video, or whatever the catchy trend is at the moment. But where is the substance? Where is the fucking substance at as far as social media as a whole? Nobody wants to really talk about what matters. People just want to be pacified by inane dribble. It's crazy. It's crazy, but that's just where we are as a society. Let's see. Somebody. Oh man. Let me get caught up on comments here, guys. I'm not ignoring you. Hold on. Yeah. Unfortunately, appreciate that, Mike. All right, Brandon. You said how we feel about the bond market. How we feel about the bond market yield climbing in the loss. Oh, okay. Brandon, you might be able to tell me something, man. I'm not up on that last part, man. America lost the A+ credit score. I know we were in jeopardy of losing our reserve currency status. Several of the other top countries are trying to band together to get us to lose our reserve currency status, and most of you don't know what that is. Just look it up. It's actually worth researching. But I can summarize it for you. Reserve currency status, as you guys know, the USD, the US dollar, is generally the world standard when it comes to currency. It wasn't always that way, and believe it or not, you know how people used to say that something is worth its weight in gold? Well, the US dollar actually used to be backed by gold. Like everything in Fort Knox used to be backed by gold that correlated to that amount in dollars. And I can't remember exactly when that went away, but right now currency is simply printed. It's simply generated in the mint, in the US mint. And it's not backed by gold anymore. We're literally just printing money out of thin air these days. It's not backed by gold anymore. We have nothing to substantiate it as far as its value. So that's why we have the problem with inflation. That's why we're in a multi-trillion-dollar national debt, because we have all this money. And then we still, believe it or not, the US is in debt to other countries, even though we have so many countries in debt to us. I would have to look it up. I don't want to nerd out too much here, but just look up the US national debt when you guys have a chance. I know some people don't even realize that we are in debt as a country, but look up the US national debt when you have a moment, and you're going to see we have a multi-trillion-dollar debt. This country, the best goddamn country in the world, we still have a debt. But anyways, I don't want to bog y'all down with that kind of talk. Bald ass head. Yeah, Calvin, I have a bald head. I look better than you as well, and I pull way more bitches than you. I fuck way more bitches than you. I mean, this is just life, bro. Like, let me put. Can you? Yeah, I can tell you're not a very attractive guy. I get it. When you see a man who's having his way in the world, a guy who's charismatic, articulate, I guess you have nothing better to do than take pot shots. I get it. It's cool, bro. But thanks for watching, fucking loser. Does your smile look as good as mine? Keep it a buck. Does it? Anyways, what we got? Oh, this nigga bald as hell on phone. Oh man, I would love to see what you guys look like. But generally, losers that don't really have pictures of themselves, that's kind of speaks for itself. All right, let's see. Hello, my fellow American. So good to see another great American. I hate to see that YouTube is becoming overrun with Eskimo content and it's less inclusive to non-Eskimo. Is that some kind of code? Am I not up on? Is Eskimo some kind of racial term? I'm betting it probably is. Wait a minute, but hold on. Somebody said something up here earlier that I wanted to put on the screen. The fifth loco. I want to get back to that. He said the way your jaw is set up, all it would take is one punch to knock you out. Think so? I would love to see you try. I'm in the boxing gym 2 times a week, about 8 to 10 times a month, at least 2 times a week. See, people get it fucked up. They think because I got all this muscle that I'm not nice with these. Like that would be the biggest mistake. That would be the biggest mistake to have that misconception. But if you think so, the fifth loco, I'm an easy man to find. When you're a homeowner in Jacksonville, Florida, your name, your address, everything, public record. Come fuck with me. Let's test that theory out. Let's test the theory out. Let's put it to the test. Because finding me is easy. It's easy. I'm an easy man to find, but leaving with your life, oof, that is the trick. That's the tricky part, buddy. That's the fucking tricky part. Let's keep it moving. Keep it cute, fuck nigga. Keep it cute. Bitch ass nigga. What we got here? Let's see. BRICS are turning the BS dollar to what it is. Nothing. Oh, that's a fact. That's a fact. Somebody knows what's going on in the world financial markets. I love to see it. Love to see it. The gold standard. Justin, you know what I'm talking about when I said that the US dollar used to be backed by gold. Absolutely. It was the gold standard. And now it's backed by absolutely nothing. Backed by absolutely nothing, yet we still keep printing it like it's going out of style. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? All right, let's see. Now, our GDP is higher than all the gold on the planet. Facts. I like all these guys. Are y'all subscribed? Because if I could get subscribers like this who are actually well versed in what's going on in the world, geopolitical shit, finance, we're gonna really have some good conversations. We can have some real good talks, man. I like this. I like where y'all are going. All right, what else we got? Congo and China just found ridiculously huge deposits of gold. Is that a fact? Is that true? Interesting. Yep, China owns. That's right, Drew. Drew said China owns like 80% of the debt. I'm not sure if it's quite 80%, but yeah, China owns an exorbitant amount of the debt that we are indebted to. So, good point, Drew. Janet, let's get back to you. Janet says the gold standard was suspended for domestic transactions in the United States in 1933 under President Franklin D. Roosevelt. The final phase of the ending the gold standard occurred in 1971. Quick quiz for everyone watching. Since it seems like we may have at least a couple intellectuals here. Well, this is actually easy. I think we all learned this in elementary school. How many terms did FDR serve? Quick. How many terms did FDR serve? Who knows? Who knows it? Nobody knows? Nobody knows how many terms FDR served? There you go. There we go. There we go. Three terms. What was that deal that the FDR had, guys? It was the what deal? The blank deal. What was that called? Surely somebody knows what I'm talking about. Damn, man, Justin, you're on point, my man. You're on point. Justin's on point. The New Deal. We have 32 billion in gold reserves. China has like 2 billion. Is that what you really believe, Brandon? Brandon, do you really believe that to be true? Or are you just speaking from an American standpoint, thinking that we just got it made in all aspects of life, thinking that nobody else is hoarding reserves of gold? Is that what you really believe to be true? You can't be that naive, my guy. You can't be. You can't be, man. Do we have another racist comment? Gotta love these. Let's see. You don't belong in this country, Tyrone. 1970 Immigration Act. Interesting. 1790 Immigration Act. Why is it always the losers? Why don't y'all ever show yourselves? Like, if you're gonna talk shit, if you're gonna say racist shit, why can't you at least show yourself? Do you want to cam up? I can send you a link. Would you like that, Rustivo? I'm not even gonna ban you, bro. Like, all I ask is that you contribute to the conversation, man. Like, it's all good. You can't ignore the just look it up. Hold on. Let's see what we got here. All right, hold on. Pointing out, did I miss anybody that actually had something substantive to say? When you're spiritually broke, you'll look for any con or scam in the American dream. Well, Sunborn, what exactly do you yourself, what exactly do you perceive the American dream to be? That's the question. Because that's not something that's static, that's dynamic, depending on whoever you're talking to. Every single person has their different concept of what the American dream is. So what would you consider the American dream to be? Janet, thank you. I appreciate it. These are all mine as well. These are my teeth. These ain't veneers. These are real. These are my teeth. Not that I shame anybody that gets veneers, because I think that it's extremely important. So one of the first things people see when they look at you is your teeth. So when people get money, or when they start making good money and then they still don't address their teeth or their smile, that's always a little bit peculiar to me. Do y'all feel the same way? Isn't it peculiar how you can get money and it's amazing how much a person's smile transforms their entire appearance as well? I know that's completely an outlier of what we're talking about, but that's just always odd to me when people don't address that part of their appearance. Let's see. At Drew, it wouldn't matter. America was conquered by whites and established by whites. You have got to be fucking kidding me. Do you believe that? You believe that? Oh, I mean, you know what? Why am I even addressing this little fuck boy? Let me just get you out of here. Why am I even addressing you? Fellow Earthlings, Blackbeard. I did. Oh, don't worry, Justin. I got his bitch ass out of here. Like, what I don't understand is, like, and this is just a microcosm of society. That's the beauty. That is one of the beautiful parts of chats such as this, of streaming, is that you get to see just how racist some people still are. Like, nobody is forcing you to be racist. No one is giving you any type of incentive to say stupid, prejudiced shit, and yet you come on random chats and just say stupid stuff. Like, it doesn't even make me mad because they wouldn't say it in my face. It's just like, I just don't understand the logic. I don't really understand what you get out of it. It doesn't make me mad. I just ban you. Oh man. Anyways, is there anything else going on, guys? Did anyone see? Does anybody out there do any trading? I'm just curious. Does anybody trade? No? I used to trade like crazy. I used to do a lot of options trading, and I hope that y'all were able to take advantage of the way the market crashed about a month and a half ago when SPY dropped into the 480s. I told everybody I could to go ahead, and all you got to do is buy as many calls on it as you can. Buy as many calls for a month or two out. I was positive that it was going to return up into the high 560s, 580s, and what do you know? Just a month and a half later, SPY is all the way back up to 595 as of this afternoon. Do you understand how much money there was to be made on a play like that? That was easily tens of thousands of dollars, easily. But I can't do it anymore. I can't trade anymore because, like I said, I work for a bank, and in my role as a senior analyst, which they consider to be a private side employee, I can't do any kind of options trading. So now I just give people consulting and let them know, like, it might be a good idea to do this, or to buy this option, or put this, just might be a good idea to do that. And that play was a no-brainer. That was a no-brainer. You said I traded a bunch of gold for silver. Well, I don't mean that kind of trading. I meant like options trading, stock options trading, to be specific. SPY was my cash cow back when I was doing it consistently. But QQQ is good. Tesla is extremely volatile. Let's see, it's still risky. Oh, it's always going. Oh, yes, it's absolutely always risky. That's why you should always make sure that you implement stop losses, guys. If you're doing any kind of trading, whether it be options trading or whether you're doing FX trading, whatever your thing is, make sure that you always put stop losses in place. I've blown several accounts being so cocky that I didn't think I needed to do that, and then before you know it, the market reverses on you, and then you start thinking, oh, it's going to reverse, it's going to go back up, it's going to go back in my favor, and before you know it, your whole account's gone. Thousands gone. Like, poof. Gone. Just like that. You said Tesla's gonna crash? Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Tesla's gonna crash? Are you crazy, buddy? I mean, here's the thing, guys. Well, how many of y'all take stock investing seriously? Just curious. Does anyone take like long-term investing seriously? Because here's the thing about Tesla, guys. Right now it's at 332, right? 332. A year ago, I want to say at its height in, let's see, let's go 5 years back. Back in December of last year, Tesla had gotten up to 436. I bought last year around July. I want to say, when was it? Was it July? I bought about 10 shares of Tesla. It was when it took a dip. When was the dip? Yeah, it was in July, right? Yeah, I bought about 10 shares when it was in this range here, about 177, 178. It appreciated up to 436. So I had made 100. That's about 3 stats I made in there. But anytime certain blue chip stocks dip, you guys have got to be smart enough to know that means buy in heavy. When there's fear in the streets, that's when the greedy pigs eat. That's the old saying. Never get shaky when you start seeing the market take a huge dip. Just look for opportunities to buy in at high volume. That's what it's all about, guys. When you know that there's a blue chip stock, for instance, Tesla's one of my favorites to pour money into. Nvidia. When you corner the market, when you're cornering the market on microchips, and you know that every single person has to come to you for microchips, and when Nvidia takes a huge nosedive like it did towards let's see, when was that? About two or 3 months ago? That huge nosedive, and Nvidia dropped below 100 per share. Buy in at volume. I don't care if you guys take out. Now this is not. I was about to be crazy. I'm about to say take out a fucking loan and just buy in at volume, because you're gonna get all your fucking money back in spades. It's true, but I would never advise you actually taking out a loan to invest. That's crazy. That's terrible advice. Don't ever do that. Don't take that seriously. I was being facetious. Tesla won't crash. Tesla's not going to crash. They are the industry standard, regardless of how much the cars have issues. Tesla is the industry standard when it comes to EV. When it comes to electronic vehicles, Tesla is still the golden standard. Now, one thing I do want you guys to take a look at, one thing that I invested in heavy is a company known. Look at me. I'm about to give y'all some game. Okay. God, nah. Y'all fucking with me. I'm gonna fuck with y'all. A company that I invested in heavy around, when was it? September of last year, is a company called Archer Aviation. It is a new technology, it's a new lane for electronic vertical takeoff and land. It's a whole new lane, and they just got a contract for the Olympics that are coming to Los Angeles. Their vehicles are going to be the only ones being used to vertically take off and land. It's a taxi. It's an air taxi. They're still going through trials right now. I bought in. You can look at me. Just make sure that you guys know that I'm not bullshitting. This is what I do. I bought in heavy volume, because when I see certain hedge funds buy in huge volumes, because I'm always paying attention to what the hedge funds do, because they do get a lot of insider information. When I saw ARK, which is ran by Cathie Wood, if any of y'all know who that is, when I saw ARK buy in at tons of volume with ACHR. That's the ticker. You want to go check it out. I said, what is this company? So I just went in. It was only $3 a share at that point. At its height, it's gotten up to, within a matter of about 6 months, it's gotten from $3 per share to about 11, which is a huge jump. That's going up by, what would they call that? They would call that almost a 300% increase. So obviously I've got a nice return, but this is a long-term play, guys. We're talking about an entire new technology lane, and it's electronic. I mean, it's electric as well. So an electric air cab is what we're talking about. Think about how that technology can impact society, not only for the Olympics. If it's successful in its trials at the Olympics, think about the long-term applications that could be used by that. That's how you got to think when it comes to investing. Are y'all still talking about? Let me see what y'all talking about. I'm over here ranting. What are y'all talking about over here, man? Damn, you got some knowledge. Thought all you Yanks were hella ignorant. You called me a Yankee? Where do you live at, bro? Drew, where do you live at, man? If you're calling me a Yankee and I live down here in the damn South, in the U.S., people in the South are not Yankees. We're Southerners, but up in the North, we call people that are like in New York. Obviously, their baseball teams, the Yankees, obviously. But I think I heard that before, because when I went somewhere else, like in the Caribbean, they called us Yankees. I was like, Yankee? What? Let's see. China already way ahead on that flying taxi. What's the company? Do you know? Is it publicly traded? I'm always looking for new investing opportunities. Last quarter, they wouldn't have posted any profits if they hadn't sold carbon credits. Who are you talking about, Brandon? Maybe I missed something. Let's see. I'm coming out of uni and I'm not sure what stock to. All right, what's it say? I'm coming out of uni and not sure what stock to put the money I got stashed, 7 or 8K. Thinking to invest mostly in gold. Well, here's the thing about gold. In the long run, you're never going to lose money investing in gold, man. Gold is always going to continue to appreciate over time. It's a finite resource, even though they're still mining for it, but it is a finite resource, and it is absolutely the top precious metal. Well, it's not the top precious metal when you think about it. There's others that are more precious, but gold is the one that we all laud over. So never a bad idea to invest in gold or silver for that case. Silver bars, gold bars, go crazy. You will always get a return on your investment, even though you should be just hoarding it for a long-term profits, if anything. Tesla, let's see. Lucid is a Saudi Arabia. You like Lucid, Brandon? Lucid, I used to have a pretty substantial position in that company, actually. I was going crazy and investing in a lot of EVs about 2 years ago, man. Just going crazy. That was when the boom was coming. You had Xpeng, you had Lucid, you had Rivian. I still got a bit in Rivian too. I don't know. Here's the thing about electronic vehicles, and I think a lot of you guys will agree with this. Like, is it sustainable? Is it cleaner energy, so to speak? Yeah, perhaps. But here's the thing that's going to prevent EVs from ever being the primary vehicle in the US. We don't have the infrastructure for it to do so. I think there's just been too many cases, too many studies laid out where they show that we just don't have the infrastructure as a country to support electronic vehicles being the standard in this country. We're always going to have gas vehicles, whether people like it or not. We're always going to have primarily gas vehicles that are on the roads. Now, you're always going to have people that are buying electronic vehicles, but as far as us going to like an all electronic vehicle country, they say it would take. It was crazy how much they said it would cost to like develop a national infrastructure as far as charge stations for that kind of adaptation for electronic vehicles. It's just not feasible. It's just not. Sorry for doubting. Take it as I don't take any of that shit personal, Tom. It is what it is. I mean, if you believed it or not, I mean, it's fine. It's fine. Let's see. Sorry for dying. Let's see what we got here. There's still a chance some space agency will mine helium on the moon. Well, what do you think about that asteroid that they said we're trying to mine resources from? It's an asteroid that's supposed to be somewhere near our orbit that they are hypothesizing that we might be able to mine all kinds of rare minerals and resources from. I don't know how realistic that particular goal would be, but I can't see that happening. I can't see that one. That just seems a little bit beyond what we are technologically capable of at this moment. Yeah, I agree. It's not going to work. Too much lithium. Yep, fellow Earthlings. That's what I was saying about the infrastructure that we need for it to be a national adaptation to electronic vehicles. We don't have the infrastructure for that. We don't have anywhere near. So it's just a little cute thing for people to do at this point. It's a cute thing to do to go buy a Tesla. It's a cute thing to do to go buy Rivians or what else they got? What's another company that's making waves out there in the EV space? I'm not gonna lie, some of those Rivians look really good. Have y'all seen the SUV for Rivian? Those are pretty fly. A few of those people drive those at my job. We are like 200 years from space business. Southern playalistic Cadillac music. Why did you put funky on there? If you were trying to copy the Outkast album name, why did you put funky on there? It's Southern playalistic Cadillac music, not funky music, Cadillac music. So you get an L for your name. And no, I'm not a stripper. Stripper? Don't insult me, man. They couldn't afford me, first of all. Whoever, they couldn't afford me. For me to lower myself to doing something like that, they could never afford me. For your trunk. All right, Slate is an American company built in India. Slate? Is that an EV company? 20K brand new? How's it look? How do they look? How do those look, those slates? I appreciate that, Justin. Please do subscribe, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Like I say, I'm here to engage in conversation and to just advance the conversation in so many different topics. That's my whole goal. I'm not here to make money. I'm just here to converse. I'm here to converse, and also I'm here to help as many men as I can as far as different aspects of life. That's my entire intention with YouTube. I'm not here to clout chase. Bro, I'm 39 years old. I live a very comfortable life. I'm not here to clout chase. I appreciate just random shit like this, to be honest with you, where I'm just shooting the shit, just talking about random subject matter. This is my kind of shit. Let's see. Appreciate that, Drew. Appreciate that. Yeah. Let's see. That comes from the intro in the album. What's your favorite Outkast album? I got to give you a nickname, man. That's too long. What's your favorite Outkast album, Southern? Mine personally is Aquemini. Let's see. Did I miss anybody? Okay. All right, let's talk about something else, guys. Something interesting. Do y'all find it interesting that there is now dissension between your boy Eli and Trump? What y'all think about that? Didn't take long for that union to come to a crashing halt. And do y'all secretly think Eli runs the country? While I'm at it, just a question. For anybody who may be familiar with Watchmen, I have a secret, sneaky suspicion that Elon Musk is the real life representation of Ozymandias. If anybody's familiar with Watchmen, everything about him reminds me of the character of Ozymandias from Watchmen. Richest man in the world, and in that case, he was the smartest man in the world as well on Watchmen. But not saying Eli's necessarily the smartest, but he's obviously an extremely brilliant guy. But I think Elon Musk has some sneaky, extremely devious, sinister, ulterior motives that maybe aren't even that sneaky. Maybe they're overt. When you're arguably, even though he's not like a public official, arguably, Elon Musk, if you really think about it, Elon Musk he's arguably, once again, the most powerful man in the world when you think about it. Think about somebody who owns a substantial stake in so many of the different infrastructures of the world that we rely upon. He owns, well, he's the primary shareholder, should I say, in Tesla. Then you got Starlink. Then you got Neuralink, where he's beginning to play with people's brains and implant chips, and already going through test trials with that. Then you have, like I mentioned, you have Starlink, the satellites that he's constantly putting all over there, outer space, all around the globe. In addition to that, you have SpaceX, space exploration. These are so many different verticals that this man has his hands all the way in. Isn't that dangerous? And he has unlimited wealth to do whatever the fuck he wants to do as well. Dangerous. Absolutely dangerous. But the average person is completely asleep, not even realizing what's going on right in front of their eyes. Let's see. What do we have here? Let's see. He ain't even close. Yes, I've heard of Wallenbergs, but when I say that he's the most powerful man in the world, I think I pretty much clearly laid out why. No one else on the planet has ownership or complete control of so many different substantial and useful infrastructures. This man has his own fucking NASA. He has his own fucking NASA. He has SpaceX. He has Starlink. They just launched another satellite out there. Like 2 or 3 weeks ago, they just launched another fucking satellite out there. He has that. He has Tesla. Have y'all seen that movie called Watch the World End or Let the World End that came out on Netflix maybe 5 months ago, where when it came to the end of the world in dystopian times, all the Teslas were on autopilot and they all crashed the exits to the city? Because the only way in or out of a city generally is through the highway system. And once you close that off, whew, shit gets mighty interesting at that point, man. And I don't want to put on my tinfoil hat and get into conspiracy time, but I don't even think that's far-fetched. You said he doesn't own that shit. Wait a minute. Who are you telling me Elon doesn't own what? What does Elon not own? Tell me what you don't think Elon owns. Please clarify what you're talking about. What rules does he have to follow, Tom? You said he still has rules to follow. I don't believe that to be true. Do y'all think that Trump is in control? Or do y'all think that he was Elon's lapdog? Let's keep it a stack. Which one do y'all think is really what? Because Trump's only going to be in there for so long. But Elon, the most rich, the most wealthy man in the entire world, who makes Donald Trump look like a welfare case, he's the one who's going to have, Donald Trump is going to have to ask him for favors after this is all gone, all over. So who do you think is really in control? I'm just curious. Or maybe I'm completely alone on the island, which is fine. Let's see. You said when Elon stopped the Ukrainian offensive by turning off Starlink, I was done with him. When Elon stopped the Ukrainian offensive, like I said, you're substantiating what I said about Elon. I think he's dangerous. I think he's the most powerful man, and I think that he has some really dark, sinister, ulterior motives in what he really wants to do. He makes it seem as if he's benevolent and as if he wants the best for the world. Once again, like the character Ozymandias, but in actuality, he has his own motives of what he really wants to do. Things that he really has in effect or planned for the world. Just something to think about. But yeah, that doesn't surprise me what you're saying. That Ukrainian-Russian war, man. Whew, what a clusterfuck. What a cluster. Yeah. Wait a minute. Okay, Drew. What are you saying? What are you saying, man? You said wait for break spar. Huh. Is this someone that I need to be aware of? I'm not aware of this name. You're gonna have to elaborate on that one, man. Breakspar. Who is that? Breakspare. Who is that? He still got rules to follow. Nah, I'm sorry. He doesn't have any rules to follow. I'm sorry. The world just doesn't work the same when you're the richest man in the world. And I know that that's from just a net worth standpoint, but if you've got hundreds of billions as far as net worth, it wouldn't surprise me if he's liquid into the billions. That wouldn't surprise me at all if he's liquid in the billions. If you got hundreds of billions as far as net worth, you're most likely I would think you have a liquidity stake of it that's readily available into the billions. Me personally, maybe you don't believe that. I think somebody who's maybe a billionaire who has maybe a 5.6 billion net worth, no, they're not liquid. They're not liquid. But somebody who has hundreds of billions, yeah, I'm sure he is liquidated some shares. I'm positive about that. The most powerful people will never show their face. Think about it. Very true. Very true. Very true. No, don't get me wrong. There's certainly people who are extremely powerful, perhaps some of the most powerful in the entire world, who we have no clue about. Are you guys familiar with the Bilderberg Group? Just curious. Is that a foreign concept to you? I'm moving into finance. You looking for a bright, handsome bro? What? Now you're getting weird, Tom. Why are you asking me about a handsome intern, bro? I'm now you're getting weird, buddy. Don't make it weird, please. I'm not into men at all. 2,000-year-old money break spare. You need to use TOR if you want to Google that. Interesting. I'm gonna do some research on that. Going to have to do some research on that. That's interesting. And did you see the recent Ukrainian strike? They destroyed 41 of Russia's long-range bombers. I did see that. I did. All of us in Europe get schooled on Bilderberg in middle school. Really? In the US, I would say, in the United States, I would say maybe one out of maybe every, if I had to hypothesize, I would say maybe one out of every 100 people might know what that is. And the thing is, it's not even a secret. It's just so, it's not even a secret, but it's another one of those meetings that occur that the average person has no clue about on an annual basis. But I just like conspiracy theories to begin with, though, man. But damn, shit, it is 8:42. I did not intend on being here this long. But Equimini, okay, that's what's up. You like Equimini, cool. I am going to wrap this up, guys. It's been a pleasure. Just shooting the shit, man. Just shooting the shit on a Wednesday night. But shit, the playoffs don't start until tomorrow, so can't watch that. I don't know what I'm about to do, but I'm about to get up off of here. Yeah. But I appreciate the interesting subject matter. Sean said you look like DMX. I do not. I do not. DMX never had a beard like this. He always had a chin strap, first of all. Let's see. That's cap. You can't be in debt that you print. Don't let them lie to you. If you don't believe the U.S. is in debt, oh man, you are clueless. You're clueless, bro. You're clueless. But hey, ignorance is bliss. So more power to you. Let's see what else. I just want to make sure I address everybody before I get out of here. BYD is crushing Beyond. Is that Beyond? Is that Beyond Meat? Remind me if I'm wrong. I used to have quite a few shares of that. Wait a minute. Oh no, BYD. That's another EV company, right? Shit, man. There's so many tickers. Sometimes I get them confused. What else we got? Got that bag and fed off. Okay. Ha ha ha. You're hella right. Okay, cool, man. This has been great. Jazz, thank you. I appreciate the sub. I appreciate everybody who subs. I appreciate everybody who even just came to look at the damn stream. Appreciate your time. Let's do it again. Maybe let's say tomorrow. Shit, same time, same place. 7:30. I'll probably be on here tomorrow. 7 o'clock, 7:30. It's been a pleasure. Like, subscribe, comment on the rebroadcast. And I fuck with y'all, man. Everybody who fuck with me, I fuck with y'all. Now I think I'm gonna go find a movie to watch on the free DVD site on my damn laptop. Hook that to my 85-inch in my living room and see what's going on. If y'all haven't seen what movie was that? If y'all haven't seen Well, I would hope that y'all seen Sinners by now. I saw that at the theater. That was great. That was phenomenal. I saw Thunderbolts the other day. That shit was kind of mid. Marvel has been in the they've been in the absolute cellar ever since that last phase ended, man. But some people like Thunderbolts. Thunderbolts is okay. They kind of nerfed Sentry, if you ask me. I've seen Lean on Me a ton of times, Tom. Are you serious? Everybody's seen that. But anyways, guys, it's been a pleasure. It's your man Thetch. I'm gonna holler at y'all, man. Have a good night. Peace.